Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Long time I didn't do any videos and most of my friends miss me in the YouTube and they ask me that why you not make any videos. Is there any update in the skill assessment and stuff? There is no update in any skill assessment. All the process are still the same. Just I don't have time to do any other videos. I have a plan to do videos for skill assessment for bakery, pastries and stuff, but I'm still working on it and I don't have enough time, and very soon I will update those videos for the skill assessment for chefs in pastries and bakeries. So we will get soon. And thank you very much for supporting my channel, and we are crossing nearly 1200 subscribers, and most of us are giving a very good comments, like 2 or 3% they are not happy with my channel. It's okay, we cannot make everyone happy at the same time. So today I am talking about myself. Like I have done my skill assessment finally as a chef like 2 months ago, and I got the successful outcome. So I would like to share my experience, that how I have done my skill assessment in commercial cookery for the chef. See, skill assessment in commercial cookery and skill assessment in Asian cookery as a chef, both are same. 70% of the 70 to 80% of the exams are same, but the thing is like only the dishes differs from the Asian cookery to the commercial cookery, because commercial cookery is a Western cuisines, and Asian cookery is about your own cuisine in Asia. Like if you are in a Chinese cuisine, if you are in Indian cuisine, you have to explain about your own dishes. But all the meats, poultries, and all the things what they are asking, everything is same. All the management topics are same. All the kitchen operations are same. So nothing differs here. So 80% of the exams are same for everyone, except few things. So if you are from Asian cookery or commercial cookery, don't worry. Oh, I am from Asian cookery. I don't have. No, everybody's videos are same. So only few things differs. When you go for the interview and talk to them in first 2 minutes, they come to know that how you have been prepared for this interview, and are you eligible for this skill assessment or not. They can judge by there itself. Rest of the questions was they're asking all are different. So first, when I go to my skill assessment in commercial cookery, first I have submitted all my documents, like my passport, my work experience, my pay slips, my references, and my current work references where I am working, all those things, plus my current workplace menu, all those things, plus my photos and videos evidence. Like I have given like 30 to 40 photos, and I have given short videos. And William Inglis gave me I done from a skill assessment from William Inglis. They gave me a short menu, like 3 course menu or 4 course menu, and they told me to make a video on that, and each and every video has to be very short, like 1 minute or 60 to 80 seconds of videos. So I have done that. Like they just want to know that, if for example if you are making a bread, they just want to know that how you are making a bread. So you are the one kneading the dough, you are the one putting in the oven, you are the one taking it out. So they want you to know that whether you doing that in a small short video, like a shorts in YouTube. So that should be enough for showing them that how you have done that process. And after making all those things, we submit the I submitted my documents to the assessor for the pre-assessment, and they are requested for some other documents other than that. Then I worked on it, and it take like 20 to 25 days for me to arrange all my documents. Then after submitting all my documents, I paid my fees, like $1,280 for the stage 1 chef's assessment. So once I got the outcome from the stage 1, then they told me to apply for the stage 2 technical interview. So the mistake I did, the very big mistake I did, when I filling up the form, instead of putting the OASAP, that offshore skill assessment program skill assessment, I put TSS skill assessment. So they will ask what kind of skill assessment you are going to do, either TSS skill assessment or OASAP skill assessment. I didn't do OASAP skill assessment. I pressed TSS skill assessment. I don't know why I do that option. I made a very big mistake. So once I got my successful outcome, later the assessor called me and told me that, hey, you told me that you're going to do the offshore skill assessment program, so why you selected the TSS? Then I said that, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The reason is they will give you two payment method, like payment method for the TSS and payment method for the payment code for the TSS skill assessment and the payment code for the OSAP skill assessment. So if you put the OSAP code, then only you will get paid for the OSAP skill assessment, because you have to pay the fees directly to the TRA. So I did in TSS, so I made a mistake. Finally, it take long time for me to make corrections, and it take like 1 month for me to recover from that. Finally, I got my offshore skill assessment program. I changed it with the help of assessor, because he helped me, and it's not possible for everyone, because once you paid for TSS, your thing will be on TSS, because I contacted directly TRA and I begged them, and I waited then for 2 3 14 days. Then finally I got my OSAP approved. Otherwise, if I not noticed that one, I would have been get the TSS skill assessment program, and I cannot use that outcome letter for the migration purposes. Only for TSS visa it works. So I did that. Then okay, that's a different one. I want to tell everyone about that one. Then let's come to the interview. Then I got a interview schedule. Then I go to the interview. My interview time was nearly like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something. And first, when I go and sit there, they verified my documents. Like they already told me to bring my passport, so they verified my documents, and they want to read everything by myself in my documents, so that they can verify easily. And they verify your home address, verify your phone number, all those details what you have given, and they will read all their things, like we are doing a skill assessment for you, and so the documents you submitted, everything they will read out. And after that they will start the interview. Then first they will tell you to introduce about yourself. You have to introduce about yourself that I told by myself that I am here, and I studied my course in 2007. Then I work here, I work there, and I worked as a position as a Chapti party here. I worked as a sous chef here, like that. I told about myself, everything. After knowing everything, then slowly he will start the questions. So he will completely cover all the topics what we have, but randomly he will ask here and there. So what he has asked me, so I will tell you like here and there, but these are the questions they ask me. Like for example, they ask me what are the equipments that you used in your kitchen. Then I told them that I use we have small equipment, large equipments. On the large equipments we use the combi oven, and we have the salamander, we have the flat top grill, that grill, this grill. I told what are all the equipments there. While going with that, he asked me how you clean the oven, what is the procedure for you to clean the oven. Then I told him that we are using the Convo Clean and Convo Therm oven, and we have the Convo Care chemicals coming with the oven, and we follow the instructions and we do that. It is like a light, medium, and heavy. If it is too much same, then we go for heavy. It's not much, and we have to do the general cleaning, we go for light. And when we do light or heavy, what are all the instructions is telling in the oven, we follow that. When we put our chemicals or capsules, and we start cleaning the oven. Then so do you guys record any logs for cleaning the kitchen? And then I told them that yes, we have the everyday cleaning procedures. Like today we clean the hood, and today we clean the benches, today we clean the back benches, today we clean the shelves, like that. Today we clean the dry store, like that. Each and every day we have a schedule to clean each and every places, and we follow up on that. I told him like that. Then he asked like so we have how many methods of cooking we have totally. Then I told him like 16 to 17 cooking methods we have. Then he asked like do you guys cook any long time cooking food, like do you have anything in your menu? Then I told him that yes, we have the beef beef cheeks, and the pork ribs. So this pork ribs and beef cheek we used to do from the scratch, and we do it for a long time. So then he asked how you cook the beef cheek, then how, what is the temperature you cook the beef cheek, what are all the things you put to put the beef cheek, and what is that cooking method called. He asked me like that, then I explained to him. So those topics gone there. Then he asked me like have you ever worked with a different culture people, like any other nationality people, you are Indian, you worked with any other cultural people. Then I told him that yes, I worked with lots of cultural people, like I work with Filipinos, I work with all the country people, because I worked in the cruise ship. So when the captain addresses, he tell us like we are working with 56 different nationalities. So I worked with 56 different nationality peoples. Now they was like, oh, okay, how was the experience working with these people, which country people you like more. Then sometimes they will be very friendly and ask us. And I told him that most of my friends are from Philippines and Jamaicans and other countries peoples we have. I learned many things from them. Like that, I keep going inside. Then he go to the next topic, like so what how you receive the stores, how you who is ordering the stuff, like that. And I told him my chef order the stuff. Who is receiving the stores? Have you ever received the stores? Yeah. So what are the things which you need to be noted when you receive the stores? So just you tick everything and put it inside, or what you will do? He asked me. Then I told him no, we have to check the products, that whether the products is are under temperature, like the perishable items are in the temperature or not, the freezer items are in the temperature, or they said defrosted when we received it. uh, if everything in the proper temperature, then we have to receive it. If it is not in the proper temperature, then we have to return it straight away. If the supplier is not here, we have to inform that to the chef or the supervisor. Okay, then after receiving the things, have you put the stocks inside, uh, just like that, how you arrange that. And then I told them that our fridge is arranged properly, like the meat items and the dairy items are not kept together, and we have some uniform things in the fridge. We maintain that one, and we always follow the first in first out method. So when the new things come, new things go behind, and the old things will come forward to use. Okay. Then he asked me about defrosting things, like hey, I want to ask you a question. Like one of my student, I told him to defrost the prawn. Then when I came and see, he was defrosting the prawn in the running water in the sink. So is he doing right, or what do you think, what is your opinion? Then I told him that no, it is wrong. Yeah, why you say it is wrong? Because if you clean the prawns, all the flavors of the prawns will go, then there will be no proper taste inside. So then he asked me, then what is the procedure, proper method to defrost the things? Then I told him that we has to take the prawns, if we need it for today, then we have to take it like 3 or 4 days in advance, and we have to keep it. And in that way, like after 3 days, it will get automatically defrosted in the fridge. So if you pull out from the freezer and put it in the fridge 3 days or 4 days before, it will be okay. I told him like that. Then he said, yes, you're right. Yeah, you should not defrost the things in the running water, or else you will lose all the flavors. He told me like that. Then he asked me, do you use any digital technologies, like what are the digital technologies things you use? And he asked me what are the digital text documents you use. Then I told him that I use emails and phones with the chefs and supervisors. If they want to tell us anything, they will email us, and most of the documents, if I have to submit to them, then I will submit to them via email. And he contact me, my chef contact me in the phone or in email if you need me, or if you want to tell me anything. Then what are the digital technology you guys use? So then the digital technologies we have in our kitchen is like the toast machine, sorry, the POS machine, and that is the only thing we are using in the kitchen. where the ticket is coming and things and all. And I don't talk much about that after that because while ordering we use the computer to order. Then he asked me what are the software we are using. Then I told the software that we are using in our kitchen, and I told about the ordering stuffs, everything. Then he asked me, do you know anything about the computer knowledge? And I told him that I know basic MS Words. And he asked me, can you work in Excel sheet? I said, yeah, I know how to use the Excel sheet. I told him like that. And he didn't ask anything about the digital technologies. So then yeah, another one he asked me is, he take my menu, he read my menu, and he asked me something about, randomly he picked two dishes and asked me, do you know how to do this, do you know how to do this, like that. He asked me about our chicken parmi, and how we making the chicken parmi in our place. Then I explained to him that how we are making the chicken parmi in our place. Then so suddenly he told me that if you have only 6 parmi here and you got 10 orders, what you will do? Then I told him that most of the time we never leave like that. If we have very less stock, we early inform the manager that we have only 4 chicken parmi available, so please take the order of only 4 chicken parmi. Then he will take only 4 chicken parmi. He will not take more than that. Then he asked me that have you ever worked with meats? Then I told him that yes, we use beef and lamb. Then he asked me what are all the cuts of beef you guys are using in your kitchen. Then I told him that we are using the rumps, we are using the sirloin, we are using the ribeye and filet mignon and stuff. Then he asked me the weights of the rumps and the sirloin. I told him all the weights. Then what are all the side dishes you give for that one? He asked me. I told him about everything. Then yeah, that is why we have to know the weights, because they are asking the weights of the things what we are serving there. And he asked me that any other hard meats like you are using. Like I already mentioned that I have said the pork ribs and the beef brisket, which we are cooking for a long time. Yeah, he said, yeah, I remember. Yeah, you told me. Yes, he said like that. Then he didn't. Then he take all my photos. Like I send like 20 to 30 photos. There are some photos that I am standing in front of the fridge and checking the temperature. Then there are some photos like I am receiving the stock. There are some photos like I'm standing in the grill and grilling the beef. So at the same time, he asked me that what are you doing in front of the fridge? Then I told him that I'm recording the temperature. So how often you record the temperature? Then I tell him that I record the temperature in the start of the duty, like in the morning, and someone is recording at the end of the duty, like in the afternoon. Then he asked me the questions. So what should be the temperature of the fridge? And I told him. Then again he asked me what should be the temperature of the freezer, and I told him. Then he asked me like, okay, if the fridge or freezer goes off, like it's losing its temperature, then what you will do? Then I tell him that I'll go and report to the supervisor, and I will tell her that. Then if it is really going bad, what you will do? Then I will move the things from this fridge and empty that fridge until it get serviced. I tell him like that. He's okay with that. Then how effectively you work as a cook? He asked me like that. Like, so because I do the interview for the chef, then how effectively you work as a chef? Then I told him that I am very flexible in all the areas of the kitchen. Like if you are telling me to do the dishwash also, I can do it, and I can work in the grill, I can work in the pass, I can relieve anyone in the kitchen. So all the areas of the kitchen I know, and I used to do the preps also. Sometimes if it is not that much busy, then I will let the line run and do the cook's job, so that it will be helpful for them to learn something. I told them like that, so he is happy with that. Then have you ever trained any person in the kitchen, like a new hire, anything, anybody who don't know kitchen, if they give it to you and come to you work with you, how you train them, how you train them? There are lots of new hires I have teach the job. There are lots of people very new who not even know the hotel, and they don't know how to catch the knife also came to work with me. Most of the people learn job from me as well, so I explain how I teach them, how I treat them, and how many people I have worked with, so he is okay with that. Then he is telling me that okay, if you are coming to the kitchen, and if you see your trainee or any cook, and he is using the wrong chopping board, and what you will do you know the chopping board? Then he asked me a question that, do you know the chopping boards, like what are the chopping boards used for that? Then I told him that yeah, the chicken is used for yellow, and the meat we do it in the red, and the seafoods we do in the blue. Then he said that okay, then if you do the wrong chopping board, then what you will do? And I tell him that straight away I tell him to remove the chopping board and wash and sanitize the knife, and I will tell him to change the chopping board and cut the things, and I will explain him that what the chopping board really should be used for this a particular product. Then he said it's okay. Then and what else I'm missing? And then he asked me like do you know the basic food cost? Have you ever done the basic food cost, or have you ever created a basic menus for anything? Then we tell that yeah, there will be lots of functions going on. Sometimes the manager will come and ask that the guest is paying only $15 per person, or this guest is paying like $20 a person, and they are 15 or they are 25. Create a menu. Then we create some menu according to that, like we will be having some we will be having like items which we have to give for $20 and $15. Then we decide the menu upon that. And many times I have created a menu in our own menu itself, which will be quite easy, simple, and convenient for that short course menu. Then I will get the approval from the chef and we run it. I tell him like that. He is okay with that. Then so what are the desserts you serving in your place? He asked us. Then in my place we used to do like panna cotta, vanilla panna cotta, and we make a vanilla creme brulee and the brownie. So I talk about these things. Then he asked me what all the garnishes goes in your creme brulee, how you do that. Then I used to explain how we make the creme brulee in our kitchen, so it's quite simple. Then if two of your colleagues are fighting really very serious and you are unable to control it, what you really do? He asked me like that. This is the common question. Whoever attending the chef's interview, everybody would get that question. I got this question twice because I done the skill assessment as a cook as well, and I have done as a skill assessment as a chef as well. So this both the interview this question has been asked. So same thing I reply like, if I can control it, I will try to talk to them. If they are out of control, then straight away I call my chef and I call my supervisor, and I will just call the security. Because the last hotel I have security, the previous hotel I don't have. So if there is a security, we call the security. If no, I will call my general manager or the nearest manager, like my manager, whoever nearby, I will call them. If I cannot meet any of this manager, straight away I call the GM. I told him like that. Then stock taking. How you maintaining the stock, and how you know that the stocks are going good or not? How you do this one? Have you have any knowledge about stock taking or something? He asked me like that. Then I told him every month end, and we used to do mandatory stock taking, and we have to submit the report to the head office. So in our hotel we used to split the stock taking, like half of the stock will be taken by my chef and half of the thing will be taken by me. After we do all the stock taking, then we take it together and give it to the chef. Chef will update that report to the head office. So in this way, so we come to know what is the purpose of stock taking. He asked me, then I told him that by taking the stock taking, we come to know that anything we ordering too much or anything which is lying for a long time in our freezer or fridge, then what we have to do with that, and anything which is not moving, then what we have to do with that items. Those kind of things manager will decide. For that we have to check the stock taking, and we can check the variation of the price they invest on the product that we use from last month to this month. I tell him, then he is okay with that. Then have you ever taken over the overall operation by yourself, he asked me. I tell him that yes, like weekly twice or thrice. For example, last month, like my chef gone for the vacation for 3 weeks, so I used to take care of the kitchen. So when my head chef is there, he used to take care of the kitchen. I used to just help him to operate the kitchen. But when he is not there, I will take charge for the overall kitchen operations, and I will run the show by myself. There are 7 people work under me, and I used to take care of them. I used to guide them, and I used to tell them what they have to do, and I used to orders, roasters, everything I will do by myself until the chef comes. Even the chef not gone vacation also, weekly twice I am replacing the chef. So I tell him like that. Then he asked me about the cooling locks. What are all the locks we are using? Then I told him that we are using the sanitation lock, and we are using the cooling locks, and we are using the reheating lock. Then at the same time he asked me what is the cooling lock. Then I explained him that 6 hours lock, and he asked me that what temperature it should be, and after what are the methods of going. Then I explained him that after 2 hours it has to be this temperature, and after 4 hours it has to be this temperature. I explained him everything. Then he is okay with that. Then have you ever, no, I told you already. Yeah, so if you're running the kitchen operations, then how you give the job to the people, then how the people working under you know that what they have to do in the kitchen. Then every day when we come to the kitchen, our chef tell us the everybody that who is working today and who is flexible in that. Like we have a fryer section, we have a grill, we have a pass, and we have a salad ladder section. So chef will tell us who work and where to work. So at the same time, what are the prep need to be done, everything has been written in the notice board. Chef will take a short meeting before we start working, and he will explain. So if anything wrong gone yesterday and how we have to correct this, and anything promotions are coming on any special menu of the day, special dish of the day, anything there, he will explain to us. And if any new updates coming in the company, he will explain it in the short meeting. Then he will assign the work for us. Then we will start working, so everybody know what they are doing that day. In that case, if chef is not there, I will do the same thing. I told him like that. So have you ever done sit with the management meeting with the management people, like other department people? He asked me like that. Yeah, every Wednesday there will be a management meeting going on from 8 to 9. So my chef is the one attending that. If my chef is not there, I will be going there and sit with them, and I have attended the morning meeting. I told them like that. Then who is doing the roasters, and what do you know about the roasters? Then my chef is doing the roasters, and if there is a functions and lots of people need, then that day nobody will get off, especially nobody will get off on weekends. If the weekend is not that much busy, then yeah, the people who requested for that, they will get this off. And especially all of them are getting their off in their weekdays. If someone is requested for the weekend, they have to tell one week in advance according to our chef rule. So we follow that one. If chef is not there, I am adjusted to make the roster. For example, if they are in public holiday, If we are unable to give the public holiday on the same day, we have to work on the same day. Chef will assign that particular leave on the next roster. So in that way we do the roasters. I told him like that. So these are the questions and these are the things he is asked. He asked randomly because in the 2.5 hours he didn't ask me all the questions. In the 2.5 hours he also talk about me, my family. He also talk about my career and my work experience in the cruise lines and stuff. He was very friendly, and sometimes if you know that you are going very nervous, then he will make you relax. I don't know whether all the assessors are the same, but the assessor who I got, all of them are like this. They talk very nicely, very friendly in between, and they talk about all the things they come across, and they will ask us any good or bad experience we had in the kitchen. If we, if you are working more than 5 years or 6 years in the kitchen, you know what you have to answer. You don't need a class or anything. But these kind of videos will really help for the people who really worried about that what we are going to do in the interview and what we are going to ask in the interview. Those things and all, the people who worrying, these kind of things will really helpful for them. So I make this video to only for the people who really need an idea that what will really happen in the interview. So this will really be helpful for some people. So I am not